Hey guys, Yxlarb here, bringing you back some more Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube. In the last episode, we went and got 2 Chaos Emeralds and ended up losing one to Eggman. He stole one from us. So right now we're behind. We have 1, he has 2. Now, before moving on with the story, I'm actually going to show something off, and I'm going to explain a concept in this game. Alright. Hopefully I'm in the right area. Yes, I am. Now, if you remember last time, well, I don't remember if it was last time or whenever ago, we went into this burger shop, and we talked to this guy. That's not the biggest reason I was coming in here. I came in here for this. This is an emblem. You pick it up, there we go. Now we have 4 emblems. There are, I believe, a total of 12 emblems in the adventure field that don't require you to do missions or anything else. I just want to make it clear that I'm not going after all of those. I'm not going to be showing all their locations. You know, just because, first of all, I don't know where all their locations are. I mean, I have to, you know, kind of search around all over the place, and it wouldn't really be walking material if I didn't know what I was doing, right? So, yeah. But also, I'm just pointing that out. You guys can keep an eye out for them if you want. Like I said, this isn't an all emblem run, so yeah. So here we go. We're taking this ice stone back to the Mystic Ruins. Back up the train. I actually don't know if you... I would assume not, but I'm pretty sure... actually, I don't know for sure. I don't know if you can take these items, like the Windstone and Ice Stone, into the Chow Gardens to transport directly to the Mystic Ruins. So, I'm just taking the safe route and taking the train just because. And then when we get here, this cave conveniently appears, which is actually the way you need to go. That's basically your hint. Get down there. Talk to this.
Did you see a stone with an ice pattern on it?
Yes, I did. That I did. Where's the person? Alright, if you talk to this person over here. With the exploration party searching for the ruins, part of the mountain has collapsed and revealed what looks to be an entrance. So the entrance was always here. I mean, what caused it to break? That's what I want to know. But oh well, no answers for me. No answers for Yxlarb. Let's just run right on in here. Talk to this person. The rocks crumbled and revealed an entrance to a cave. The soil seems a lot like the soil from the Mystic Ruins. Well, that makes sense because we're in the Mystic Ruins still. I don't see why that would be a shock factor. But anyway, I can't tell if this guy was already in here and he found a different path into this place, or if he just came in immediately after it broke. Either way, he's not fast enough Sonic, so I have a hard time believing that. Now here we've got a different part of the Mystic... I don't think that's what we're looking for. Let's continue onward. If you go over here, there's just a door. You cannot go through it yet. That's something for later. And now we go back and we realize, hey, this actually is what we're looking for. You know, on second thought, the colors do seem to match and the snowflake looks similar. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's go in here. Let's not even talk about how this is flawed logic right now. I mean, this is a Sonic game after all. I mean, this isn't Call of Duty or anything, so... Let's just move on. Oh, you got this water here, which you think, you know, would be so cold it would hurt you, but it doesn't. I mean, in the adventure field, I don't actually know if there is anything that can kill you, so if there is, let me know. Well, besides falling off stuff, but yeah, there's nothing really that makes you lose rings, I don't think. Now on the ice cap level, we're looking for another Chaos Emerald. Roll with tails again. Let's go up here and hit that. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Now these icicles here, if you stay on them for too long, you'll end up sliding off. They're pretty forgiving with that though. Just keep shuffling around them and then jump. Pretty simple mechanic. I don't like mechanics like that in Sonic games because, you know, I'm sure many of you will understand this. I like the feeling of moving fast and, you know, I don't like platforming in Sonic games. Or, you know, anything that forces you to wait or anything like that. I don't know, that's just me. I'm sure a lot of other people. Now, so we don't have to fall down there. Tails in the way. Okay. Total fail. But oh well. What I always thought happened, if you failed that, you had to, you know, make your way back up. But you don't. And okay. I guess that was technically faster. Speedrunning tactics. So there we go. You got these spikes all over the place, but I don't even know if they're meant to be a hazard, honestly. I mean, as you saw there was no possible chance of hitting them as I was doing that. So, oh. That was kind of cool. Wow. I'm just trying to rush through this. I should maybe slow it down a bit. I'm just having a hard time. exactly seeing if I made it or not, but whatever. Here we are, running past this. It's kind of easy to fall, easier to fall than it looks. This game kind of has, you know, overly sensitive controls. I don't really know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel all that polished. And I mean, it is a really old game. I mean, the game originally came out in what, 1999, 2000, something like that. This one, I believe, came to the GameCube in 2003, which came to the GameCube after Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is, you know, the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure 2. It came out onto the GameCube in 2001. Why did they do that? Now, here's an interesting fact here. You're running from this avalanche, and see, basically, no matter what you do, you can go as slow as you want. It will never touch you. It'll be right behind you, but see, it's impossible to lose here. So don't worry if you're like just freaking out. Don't, because there's nothing gonna happen to you. Just go on down, collect some rings. I don't really like playing like this, you know, watching Sonic from the front of him. I just like to see what's going on in front of me. Now you got a cool little snowboarding section here. Nothing really seems to slow you down, you know, like running into these, so don't really worry about it. Let's go on down. It feels like we should be racing someone right now, honestly, but we're not, so it's all good. Now you're going to get into some cool ramps later on, and I'll point those out when we see them, but basically what you want to do with them is press the A button as soon as you get to the edge of them, like this, and you'll do a cool trick. And that adds to your score at the end if you care about that sort of thing, but honestly I never have. I've never cared for any ranking system in any Sonic game. I like to just play through it and win. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm actually clinically OCD, but I definitely feel like it sometimes with my need to get, you know, 100% in like best ranks and everything. I've just never been that way with Sonic, and maybe it's because I didn't grow up that way with this particular game. I mean, this game was one of my very, very first games. I kind of got into video games around the GameCube era, right when it came out, so I never owned a Nintendo 64 or anything. My brothers do, but that's just because they're total Nintendo geeks. I love Nintendo just as much as anyone, but not as much as those guys. They're just literally insane. So here we go. This is kind of a shortcut, I guess you could say. I mean, you know, like I said, if you're trying to finish it extremely fast, which is fun to do, I just love this whole section, honestly. And there's our Chaos Emerald. Green one. Oh, almost 4 minutes. That feels kind of slow to me. I don't know. I'm sure any number of you can beat my time easily, so I'm not even going to say, hey, comment if you beat my time. Right? What a waste of time that would be.
Yeah, not bad.
And that is 5, man. Nice. Alright, and we're back here. There's nothing else for us here in this icy area, so we're just going to leave. Nope. Now this would be one of those times in the game where you kind of have to explore to figure out what to do next. I actually don't know if the red glowing ball will tell you anything here, because I've always accidentally stumbled upon this part. Alright, apparently it's not around. Anyway, something I forgot to show off before. If you go over here, it leads you to, in the sign said, a boat. There's no boat here. So basically this is absolutely worthless to us. Let's just go back on up. But you see the sign? Boat. And it also has a picture of it in case you don't know what a boat is. But over there you can see a red figure, so let's see what's going on.
What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you? No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now! What? Let's just see you take them, huh?
Now we don't really know what's going on here, but Knuckles is beyond easy. What I really recommend doing is, sometimes he'll, you know, avoid your homing attack. I just recommend rolling into him like that. Really nice and easy. There you go.
Oh no! The Chaos Emeralds! Oh!
Ha! Like taking candy from a baby.
That's a Chaos Emerald.
That's right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me!
Hold it right there, creep! You can't get away with this!
Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again.
Me? What about you?
Way to go, Knucklehead.
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds! Chaos! These are for you, my friend!
Oh, he transformed again.
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
So all of our hard work is for nothing. Here's Chaos 4. And in case you haven't caught on to the pattern, his name changes every time he gains a Chaos Emerald. The number indicates the number of emeralds he has in him, which you can actually see inside of him. They kind of form around his bones. But you just wait for him to come up like that, wait for the pink to start glowing again on his head, just like the previous fight. By the way, this water you can walk on. I don't really understand the physics here. It doesn't really make much sense. All these lily pads will continuously pop up. Oh, I've actually never gotten hit by that before. Not even the first time I played, so just because his aim isn't all that great. But here we go. Attack again. I can't remember what it is, 5 or 6 hits. Either way, it's pretty simple. It'll just take longer to attack him. We'll just do more attacks in between the further along you get. So there aren't really too many phases to this fight. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Chaos 4. So we don't really know what was up with Knuckles. Apparently he got tricked somehow. We don't really know the premise. But we will find out when we play as him. That's one thing I really love about the formatting of this game, is that you might not understand something in one story, but then you can play that person's story or someone else's story and then find out. And it's really interesting. It's kind of putting together 6 pieces of a puzzle. Some are more important than others, but you know. So there we go. We're down to the final hit now. So yeah, all of our hard work went for nothing. I mean, we got 4 Chaos Emeralds. They were all stolen. What a pain, right? What the heck was even the point of all that? We might as well just let Eggman find him himself. Oh well, it was Knuckles' fault. We'll just blame him. That's always an easy thing to do, honestly. Come on. Just waiting for you to be available for your last attack. Yeah, you don't even need the lily pads, honestly. You can just run around like this over and over and over. Just bounce all over. And there we go. Ready for the final attack. Boom. Now we're in the water, but kind of not. It's all weird. I feel like that was a pretty solid fight. Got hit once. Could have done a little bit better maybe, but whatever.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the Egg Carrier! But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends!
Hey, we can't let him get away. Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Yeah.
You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on, let's get going.
Now we can play as Knuckles, yay! By the way, you don't have to play as Sonic to unlock every character. You know, as soon as you unlock Tails, you can go into the Tails story and play through it fully. You don't necessarily have to finish Sonic first. I'm just going to be going in the order, basically, of what they're unlocked in, and the way they're aligned on the menu, but that's just me. Anyway, one thing about the egg carrier I always thought about was just the amount of fuel and resources it would take to be able to keep that thing afloat and running. I mean, honestly, why even have it? But I don't know. Eggman, he doesn't need money. He has resources, but who knows how. Now, I was debating on ending it right here, but I think we're going to jump into the next part.
Sonic, wait here for a second. Sonic, hop in. Let's go.
Sky Chase Act 1, the first sub-game, non-action stage. So here we are. We don't have much on the screen besides the tornado's health, which is actually Sonic's plane, and then our score in the corner. Now, you can shoot your main machine gun, I guess, your main turret, or you can hold B and aim with, I guess, missiles. I don't really know, they don't really make that clear, but there you go. A lot of the enemies you encounter won't be a threat, you just defeat them for score. And that's it. So basically, that's the gist of this whole mini game. Come on. Yeah. Got it good. At the end, you will receive your total score, and you will receive a percentage of all enemies completed. You can get, 100% is the highest, of course. I usually end up around 60 to 70%, but I don't really make an effort to get everyone. I'll try to see if I can get it pretty high this time, but it's not really one of those necessary things. You just got to get through without dying. And that's basically it. There we go. Whoa. Just got hit there. Come on. There we go. Those things on the ships shoot those spiky balls at you. Those are more annoying than anything. Just these little aircrafts aren't really a big pain or anything. Of course they are, but not as much. Sometimes they'll just ram right into you. But you have a fair amount of health. I don't exactly know. Maybe like 8 hits is what it takes to defeat you. You're really not in this stage for all that long though, so it's not a huge worry. I wouldn't worry about it. There we go. See? Coming right at me, but they're going so incredibly slow. Maybe we're going faster than we think. It's just because the egg carrier is so freaking large. Can't really tell. Oh, there we go. They're all on the side. That's where they go. I believe you can lock on to 5 at the most. 5 enemies at once. So, I mean, if you can get 100% on this, I'm pretty impressed. I've never seen someone do it. I have no doubt that it can be done, of course, but it's one of those things. I don't know, it just requires perfect timing and aim, and neither of which I have. Now, one complaint I have about this is the gun. I mean, basically, no matter what part of the screen you're on, it shoots towards the center, so that's flawed in itself. But also, then you've got this thing you aim with. It doesn't aim the gun. It only aims the missiles. It's all wrong. And that's it. Oh, 68%. I was hoping to get over 70. Oh well.
Tails? Tails? You're not who I'm looking for. Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
Alright, well that was very interesting. And when I say interesting, I'm talking about those falling noises they inserted there. I was not really a fan of that, not at all. But anyway, there we go. That was the first sub game of the game, the tornado shootout thing. And who knows where Tails is? We have no clue. I always wanted to talk to that girl that you see when you fall down, but entering into this area will just force you into Emerald Coast, and that's not what I want to do. I don't want to go back to that stage. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We got plenty done. Lost all our Chaos Emeralds that we collected, fought Knuckles in Chaos 4, and then went in the tornado for the first time. And unfortunately, that thing came to an absolute demise. In the next video, we're going to be trying to figure out what happened to Tails. I'll see you guys then.